Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is Flosstube number 97. This is Friday the 5th of November. I thought I would be through filming by now, and here we have, I haven't even started yet. Micah and Aria will be coming by. Micah's surgery is Monday. She has to go get her COVID test today. Aria will be with me while Micah goes and gets her COVID test, and then after that, I won't get to see her until after her surgery on Monday. And they said she'll be in the hospital 2 or 3 days. So I am like a nervous wreck about it because that's my baby. And I know that Dr. Kohler would take good care of her, but I'm still a nervous wreck about it. So she'll be by in a little bit, and I'll get to see her before she goes. And because they said after she does her COVID test, then she has to, sequester and isolate and be by herself with just Justin and Kimi and herself. And I'm trying to clear a path here in case Patty decides to jump up here. She's on the other side of the table. I think I've got everything rigged up where she won't knock into it, but we'll see how that goes. I did get some stitching done this week. I mainly got a lot of I did spend one whole afternoon FFOing some things. So I'm excited about that finally getting that done. But I'll show whips first, and I don't have a board because all my smaller boards I used for FFOing. So I've got to go get some more sticky boards and mat boards this weekend or next week. So I will have some things to stick things on and hold up, but I only have one big giant one, and I didn't feel like fighting it. So we're just gonna go with it like this. I worked on my Quaker pumpkins just a little bit. I love the way this is coming along. This one design is so much easier. It's from Hello from Liz Matthews is who it's by. It's beautiful. A lot of y'all are stitching on it. I'm gonna leave the words off like that and just have it like that. The colors on this are beautiful. Oh, scissors come off. Lord have mercy. My ring came open. Woo. There we go. They are so pretty. Not sure what happened there. My ring's getting loose. I gotta replace this little ring then. It's getting loosety. But here we go. So I worked on this guy some more. I just had a little fraction of that piece there. And so he's nearly done. I thought I'd get him done before I showed him today, but I didn't. This, I believe, is Sarsaparilla by Gentle Arts. I believe it's Gentle Arts Sarsaparilla. Let me see. I'm trying to make a liar out of myself. Yes, Gentle Arts Sarsaparilla, because I didn't have whatever this one was supposed to be, but I had Gentle Arts Sarsaparilla, and it couldn't be found. Whenever I had Kim send me the stuff, it was missing. So, but I love it. It's just on some linen from Hobby Lobby or somewhere. It's 28 or 32 count. I think it's 28 count. But it is really a beautiful stitch. We know I've struggled with the Quakers because the diagonal stitching, for some reason, that's not how my brain likes to work. Who knows why, but it doesn't. But I do love it. I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to have it finished for next year. I'll have it FFO'd and ready to get put out. Okay, then I worked on my Cox Crow Sal. It's from Blackbird, and it is out of the Sisters book. So it's out of this book here, and it is this sampler at First Cox Crow. And let me apologize for my nails. I did not get them redone, so y'all please try not to look at them. Just look at everything else. Don't look at my nails. So this is First Cox Crow, and there's a group of us that are selling it, and I love this thing. Love this fabric. It's just working up so nice. So I got these words done. I think maybe I had the B. No, maybe I had none. I had none words on here. So I got words done back to there this week. I'm changing up like all the colors in it. I didn't want it to be that much orange, just orange only. And so I've added some purples in. The purples I'm using are Violet and Blue and Purple Rain from My Wicked Stepmother. I did get to talk to Frankie yesterday. She was going to get her booster shot. It was good to hear her voice. I don't get to visit as much as I'd like with people. Time is just so limited, and when the girls are here, they don't like me to be on the phone with anybody. You know, I mean, that's kids. It wasn't James Williams, kids and men. They want all your attention. So, but yeah, so I got the words done on this guy. I'm loving the way it's looking. I'm loving the way it's stitching up. The fabric, the floss, it's all really, really pretty. And I'm loving it. Like I said, it was just a little bit too orange and gray for me. I wanted some other color added in there. It's beautiful like it is, but I just love lots of colors. So I'm adding those in, and it's working up just like I wanted. Spook House selfies I did not work on this week. 2 nights this week, I didn't feel so great. Didn't stitch so much. I know one night I didn't stitch at all. So that was, I thought I would get tons of stitching done this week after James Williams was back. But like Monday, you know, we'd been gone, and then we were here last week, and you know, you can't clean with them here or anything. And so I needed to clean the house. I always do my laundry and change my sheets and stuff on Monday anyway. And so I had all that. So that sucked up, you know, nearly all on Monday right there. And then on Wednesday, Aria and I were going, it poured rain and all morning. We got like 2 inches at my house. And it finally stopped, and we were making a run for the post office and to go see Mama, who is happy again at the home, so at her apartment, so yay. So we're happy for that, and she called me yesterday morning to tell me she got the Resident of the Month, so she was very excited about that. So she's happy again. Her allergies are aggravating her, but of course she was very happy to see Aria. She's always happy, much more happy to see the grandkids or great grandkids, and she just see us. You know, I mean, that's just, I know where I rate in life, okay? And so she was very happy to see her. I posted a picture on Instagram, I think. I don't know if I put it on Facebook too, but she was super excited for us to come in. But when we tried to stop and mail the charts, I guess because we'd had so much rain, there was a sign on the post office that said, because I went to the sub post office in Waxahachie on our way to, because it's just, you know, I could just go right there on the way to see Mama. They had a sign on the door. Now, of course, I get her all unbuckled, and she travels heavy, okay? We had a pad of paper, we had a pen, a marker, a crayon, and a little stencil to trace shapes and stuff, and we were writing a note on the way. So you have to move all that off of her, get her all unbuckled. We get to the door of the post office, and there's a sign on there saying that all their computers are down. They can't mail nothing. So we go back to the car and load all back up, get her all fastened back in, lay her up all her things the way she needs them for the rest of the ride. So we got going. So it was a good thing though, because I went on Thursday to the post office here, and Roger is fabulous at our post office here. He is the best in the world. And I said, Roger, is forever stamps always forever? And he said, yeah, why? And I said, well, because these are old and they didn't have much sticky in them. And so, you know, I put a piece of tape on them. And he said, oh, where are they? And I said, oh, they're right there. I was just going to drop them in the slot. And he said, no, let me have them. And he had to put a stamp on them. He said, you're not supposed to put tape over a stamp, because it cancels out the thing. So I didn't know. So if any of y'all don't know that, Roger's always teaching me things. So he fixed them. So he said, if I stamp them, like hand stamp them like this, they'll know that they were, you know, done. So anyway, he's fabulous and got me all fixed up. So if you are waiting for something from me, a chart or anything, and you should be getting it. It should be in the mail So if you don't get it in the next couple of days, I think Monday and Wednesday, they were all going to be there either Monday or Wednesday. And so thank you notes went out and charts went out. So if you're waiting on a chart from me, message me again, because I sent them to everybody I found the address for and found the, comment back from. So if you don't get it by Wednesday or so, maybe give it a couple more days, but be sure and let me know, because I do have a couple of charts in there that I haven't heard back from the people to send them out yet. So if that's you, holler, and I can probably say the names again, see if I can find them here. Christine, I don't think I've sent yours. I don't think I heard from you, Christine Pobacek. Michelle Ellie, and I've got an answer for you on something on here too today. So Michelle Ellie for hands-on design, Let's Talk Autumn. Lynn, I heard from Lynn. Lisa Shuri, Kathy Huff, and Patricia Gerard. So those are the people I'm waiting to hear from that I don't, and like I said, if you have contacted me, go again, because I either missed it, it went somewhere else, or I didn't get it done when you sent it, and somehow because we were about to travel, I messed it up. So holler. I also worked on Jessie Watson. This is a Hands Across the Sea. It is a sow with that Barbara, the Raspberry Stitcher, started. She's had some beautiful stitches going lately. If y'all haven't checked out her Flosstube or her Instagram, she's had some gorgeous stitching going. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. I can't say enough good things about how the chart is done, about how easy it is to read, how interesting it is to read. This is my first Hands Across the Sea, and it won't be my last. They're fabulous charts. The design and the way they're laid out and done is just so impressive. I just pulled my own colors because I didn't want to do, I didn't want to change all the alphabets. I don't know why, and I can understand a kid doing that, or maybe even a grown-up doing that. I know Aria would do that because she loves rainbow, but I like all the letters being one color. So I just changed everything up. At the bottom, it will be more in line with, and the borders more in line with, but those alphabets being all different color, that's too much for my brain. Now, I know a lot of y'all are really good and disciplined, and y'all just load up a needle with each color, and then you stitch one, because you're gonna have to tie off in between anyway. I mean, you can't really run your thread so much, so you're tying off anyway. So if you have your needle preloaded, it's not that you're having to rethread each time. That would be the way to do it. But I know myself, and I get distracted, and I'll stitch them the same color 2 or 3, and then I'll have to take it back out. So not only do I like the way it looks better, I know myself enough to know that that is not my strong point, is paying attention to things like that. So I would just mess it up and have to take it out. But I didn't get a lot done on her, but I did get her border finished. So I'm crazy excited. So I had that little bit down here last week that wasn't done. And over here I have, you can see my initials. I put in that little slot there. And then over here, I'll put either 2021 or 2022. It's supposed to be 2022 when we finish it, but I love stitching on this thing, so I may finish before the end of the year. Who knows? I think we should finish before the end of the year. Yeah? No, we should finish next year. So I am loving it. And if you want to see everybody's, this is the Jessie Watson style. That's the hashtag right there. So you can see Barbara, and there's tons of people stitching this one. But it is so pretty. I changed the initials to be my family's. Oh, and I did the little red in the center of that too while I had my red out. I did realize that I didn't think I had any mistakes in my border because it met up like it was supposed to. But where I've goofed, and I don't care, is, okay, you can see right here. See, this one has 2231 right there. But this guy, I just did like the top. It has, 5531. This one has just 531, 531, 531. So on each side, at about the same point, I skipped, and my the actual stem of the berry is one row different, and I didn't notice it because the border itself is right. This side all the way down, except for maybe one, is right, or the way it's charted. This one isn't, and I'm not gonna sweat it at all. That's just not me. I'm not gonna worry about it. But I am loving stitching on this. It's on a 32 count golden needle from Floss and Fabric. Like I said, I just pulled my own floss. I've got some DMC, some Wicked Stepmother, and I've got a Classic Colorworks in here. So I just pulled what I like the look of, and man, when I say I like the look of it, I love this thing. Y'all know I love color, and this thing is just absolutely gorgeous to me. I have loved every stitch on this thing. It's beautiful. I had so much fun with it. So much fun. So I don't know if I will be able to keep from finishing it before we're supposed to. I should be disciplined and just put it where we're supposed to and not race ahead. But it's hard when you really love stitching on something. It is hard not to race ahead, and you can get in a good rhythm, and man, that makes it hard sometimes. And then, who is this? Oh, Lena. My Love Is Not All sampler by A Wicked Stepmother. And my print copy is terrible, but it makes it look awful. This border goes all the way down the sides too, but my printer chopped it off. So it does not give it its due at all. But it is beautiful. This is Frankie, A Wicked Stepmother sampler. That is her favorite poem. And this is on 32 count vintage rose. And I can't believe I have that needle just stuck there like that. Trying to put my eye out or something. Let me put this needle up, y'all, before I... Lord have mercy. Where is my little needle book that this goes in? I guess that's why it's not where it should be. There, we'll stick it there. Okay, it's out of the way at least. All right, so I got everything done but my Z. I had over to the P, I think, right here. So I did all these except for my Z. I need to rethread and do my Z. And then I've started this little flower right here in the center. Now these aren't called for colors. That's not what Frankie charted it as. It's just kind of my take on it. And I love it. And I love the poem on there. I had never heard it. And I'm going to do it for James Williams and I've never done a sampler for us. And so on these sides over here, I think I'm going to put our initials up and down like this as a monogram or something, since it's say John, you know, we've talked about that. Some of y'all it doesn't bother, some of y'all hate it. My friend hates hers, that hers is mad, she hates it. But I mean, Keely's is, I mean, it's not a word, it's K-A-S, and my daddy's is J-A-L, and like that. So, you know, if you have a vowel in the center, it does kind of make it much more possible for it to be a word. Sister or I, neither one, have vowels in the center. So mom's was mech and then mom's was male, or is male, but I've never seen her have a monogram or anything like that. So, but I am loving this thing. This is that sulky thread. I think it's 4007 is the color I'm doing the border in, and the triangles keep going down the sides too. And it is a fun stitch. I'm loving it. It is beautiful, and I don't know why I haven't stitched on it more than I have. Well, I guess because this week I had other things going, so that's why. I mean, that's why. Because then after I saw y'all, we witch's tea on Sunday, which is an annual thing for us. And we've been doing it since like 08 or 09. And I'll grab some pics real quick. Well, I'll come back to witch's tea because I'll go ahead and finish showing my stitching in case any of y'all gotta go. I did get a finish and some FFOs this week. So I've been working on Sisters, on 2x2 by Sisters and Best Friends. I told y'all I loved it because it has the yellow slicker Noah. And when I met James Williams that night, he put on the yellow slicker and I slapped his face. And he's the only person I've ever slapped in my entire life. He was so rude. Oh my gosh. What else is new? And then, but then, you know, like when I want to just hate on him, then he goes and does something like Kirsty, and I'm like, well, dang it. Sometimes it makes it, he usually makes it real easy for me to want to kill him. But then like Kirsty, his sister had called, and I was talking to her on the phone, and I hear the garage door go up. And I know that I just talked to Micah, and she was on a conference call, getting on a conference call, so I knew it was going to be her. So I said, hey, Jana, keep talking for a minute, because if this ain't your brother what comes in here, somebody's trying to kill me, I'm going to need you to call 911. Because Kelly usually comes to the back door. He usually doesn't go through the garage. And it's James Williams. And he starts hollering from the back door. And he says, hey, can you come help me a minute? And I said, yeah. And so I go over there. And he said, my boots are ready, so I didn't want to come in. Can you go get that brown slick coat out the coat closet in the front? And I said, yeah, are you cold? Because he never gets cold, y'all. I mean, it was like 42 yesterday morning. It was cold here and the wind was blowing. So it was cold. And, but still he never, I mean, he has a, it's like a lined shirt. So it's like, kind of like ducky material on the outside. Like a Carhartt jacket maybe is made out of, and then it just has flannel on the inside, and it has nothing else. I mean, it's nothing, it don't even weigh much, but that's his coat. That's what he wears for a coat, because he's always hot. And he says, no, and so I'm getting it while we're hollering back and across the house, and I get over back to the door, and I said, then what you gonna do with this coat? And he opens up his phone, and one of the little, he's a construction inspector, owner's representative, whatever you want to call it. And one of the contractors is on site working, and he said, I'm going to give it to this kid. And there is a boy working in a t-shirt. Now, y'all, I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Even James Williams had his, he said, you know, even me, if I'm working outside today, I'm going to have at least long sleeves on. And this baby had on a t-shirt. And I say a baby, he's big like James Williams, because, you know, they're tall and big people, because his shirt, that jacket's a 2XL. But you know, when you start getting 6'4" or so, you get some size on you. And so he said, I asked him where his coat, he said, I asked the boy where his coat was, and he said, well, it's over there. And, but he didn't want to get it dirty. Evidently, he only has one coat, and he didn't want to get it dirty working. And so he was working in the freezing cold. To me, it was freezing yesterday. Now, James said it was cold, but to me, it was freezing. And so he said, you know, I never wear this coat, because they furnish some coats from time to time at work, because they have to work out the elements. And he never wears his. We end up giving them away, usually, you know, donating to charity and stuff. He said, I've never worn this coat, and he said, I'm taking it out there and give it to him. So just when I'm thinking I want to kill him because he's rude and hard to deal with, then he go and redeem himself and do something nice. And then it's so hard for me to murder him. So, but back to the yellow slicker. When I met him that night, he had a yellow slicker on, and he was being rude. I finished it up, and I FFO'd it, and I absolutely love it. I am in love with it. I did give him an eyeball. He didn't have an eye on the chart, and I find that a little disturbing. But, you know, I don't know. Everything needs an eyeball to me. I think this thing is so dang cute. Y'all, I did have these stars done in a lighter blue, and I decided they needed to be a darker blue. So I just went over them with blue suede shoes by Wicked Stepmother. I was doing my water. I knew I was going to do my water in blue suede shoes. And I had the stars finished, and I didn't like them. So I just took one thread and went over the top with an X. And so it looks kind of like a blended needle if you look at it really close. I don't know if it'll end up focusing enough for you to tell. But that brought the stars out enough. They were too much. They were just nearly the same color as the background, because it was a Color and Cotton beautiful floss that one of y'all had sent. But it's nearly actually the same color as this fabric, which is a 28 count even weave that I dunked in the Caribbean blue Rit dye and then gray. And I love him. I did the little bullion knots here on his jacket. My bullion knots are not perfect, but you know, they're good enough. And these little boots, and this is just the cutest thing. And I wanted to get it done and get it framed, and I was looking for something that size. And I ran to Aldi yesterday because y'all, they're talking on TV, you know, about there may be shortages on turkeys. Now, I'm not the person who runs out and gets in a panic about shortages. I can't be having no Thanksgiving without a turkey. I'm not a ham person. I don't want no ham. Don't come up with me no ham. I don't want no ham. I want turkey with my dressing. I don't want ham usually most of the time anyway. I want turkey with my dressing. So and I like to buy a fresh turkey. I don't like a frozen one. I like to buy a fresh one. But this year I got so nervous I didn't went out. I ran to the Aldi and bought that turkey and took it and stuck it in Micah's freezer because she had room in her freezer. And so we're going to have a turkey here for Thanksgiving no matter what, because I cannot go without no turkey on Thanksgiving. With my dressing, I need some turkey. So in the Aldi, they had a little section that was a leftover like Halloween stuff. And so on this is this on one side at Aldi, and then I probably can't get him to come off because I put so many magnets on him. Well, let's see here if I can get him to flip loose. He may not want to because I put 4 magnets in here. So there we go, maybe. There we go. And he's like this on one side. So I just glued my little magnets on because I could have just glued him in, but then if I change my mind later on, I can't change anything. So those are just my little deals on there. You know, Priscilla was sweet enough to show us all that little secret. And he fits in there perfect. And it was $1.99. So there's my $1.99 finish for 2x2. Oh, I already put it back in the bag. Sisters and Best Friends 2x2, and I could not be happier with it. I can't wait. To go put it up in there with my other Noahs. So I did move things around back here too. This is No House Without a Mouse. That, which is Blackbirds. This is the Autumn ABCs by Little House Needleworks. This is Hands On Design, Hey There Pumpkin. This is Be Thankful, and I think it is by Country Cottage Needleworks or Little House Needleworks, one or the other. But I think it's Country Cottage actually, which I brought my tree back over because I do have another ornament to go on it. These to me, I should have moved this guy to the back because he says October 31st. But see, this is just a little house. My stockings, the one at the back says Halloween. These don't. These guys are all just fall decorations. So, and then over here I moved Welcome Autumn by the Drawn Thread that's on my primitive toolbox back over. This is From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. It's Quake or something. Anyway, you can find it on her thing. From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. And I just made my little guy. I didn't make him into a jack-o'-lantern. I just made him into a little smiley pumpkin because I loved it. I love the design. I love the purple and the orange together. That's two of my favorite color combos. And I wanted to leave him out longer. So there he is. That it was in one of the Just Cross Stitch magazine Halloween issues. And I want to, it may be by Sandra Sullivan, but I may be wrong about that. But it's in one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. And then that's my little Pumpkin Pin Keep freebie chart there. And I think that's everybody that's over here. Yeah. But I brought my tree back because one of the FFOs I had was, this is Fall. And I think it is by Lizzie Kate. I've already given it away. I think it's Fall by Lizzie Kate. It's Fall by Lizzie Creek or Fall by Bent Creek. One or the other. But I want to say Lizzie Kate. And it was just on a scrap of 28 count even weave I had left over. And I just put it on some little brown micro dot. And then this is, Frankie has all this beautiful ribbon. She sends me things tied on, and I save it because, you know, that's me. So it's ready to go back here. And just get stuck on one of these somewhere. Well, here, we'll move you to the back in a minute since you say October 31st. And we'll just put you right there. So there you go. So that was FFO number 2, I think. Yes, second one. Then this guy is not as straight as I wish he was, but long pieces on linen I struggle with. Everybody does, I guess. But this is the Pumpkin Flower Sampler from Bent Creek, I think. I believe it's by Bent Creek. I may be lying about that. I love how it turned out. This thread is called Waxahachie, which is the town I'm from, which is just right over there. I live closer to it than Midlothian, but my address is in Midlothian, but that's where I was born and grew up and went to school, and that is the name of that thread, Waxahachie. And then it has just some specialty stitches in between. There's eyelet, Smyrna, and rice, I believe is what I did, yeah. Rice stitch, Smyrna cross, eyelet, Smyrna cross, rice, like that. And the green, I believe, is just a DMC. I don't know if I wrote down what number or not. But I love it. It's just so cute. And I had this in there, and it just... And I always put a little loop on there in the back of mine if it's a size that's kind of small that I think I might hang on something, because I don't want to smash this. So like, you know, some of the little frames have the little teeth on there, and I definitely don't want to catch my needlework in it. But so, and I've got a piece of something on there. What is that, tape? A little piece of Aria's tape hiding out on there. That's what it looks like. I'll get it off later. So I just put a little loop of something. Usually you don't see it if you don't want to, but then if I want to hang it under something, I have something to clamp onto other than my piece of needlework or my piece of backing. So that just works for me. And for now, I guess we could, no, okay, nowhere's long enough. I was going to say we could just hang it right over. Well, we'll just hang it in front of this stocking. See, it may be too heavy. It's too heavy for there. So, well, let's see. You can just sit here for now. Right here. There you go. So that's Pumpkin Flower Sampler. And then this was my Snapper Color Orange. And it is so cute. I love stitching it. I had a little fun with it. I did a satin stitch, all satin stitch on one butterfly. And then this butterfly is part satin stitch, part crosses. This is my, which I should have grabbed it and brought it in here. It's Autumn Leaves by A Wicked Stepmother. Oh my gosh. I thought I had the list there, but I can't find it. Y'all know I ain't got time for that. And this is one of James Williams' old shirts that I cut up and have been using for backing off and on for heaven knows what. I left a big border because I'm thinking I may come in with something around here, because the blue was a little more blue than I wanted. So I may put something around there. So I left a little bit bigger border than I normally would. But I love this thing. That little fox is so dang cute standing on that pumpkin. Adorable. And I love how he just kind of, because that's how he would do, you know, he'd kind of mix in if you just seen him out there. He's adorable. Adorable. Now, I was going to show this. I grabbed this when James and I were out junking. I haven't even took this little tag piece off yet. It said this on the front. I think it was $3. Okay. But I'm thinking about sticking him on here. Here again, here's the back. I left it like this in case I wanted to hang it on something. But there's the back. You can see it just goes down and you don't see it. That little hook. I'm thinking about putting him on here. But I couldn't decide 100%. So he isn't on there yet. But here again, that's like a super inexpensive finish. That's like $3. And there you go. So I may put him on there and he may get some more trim around the outside of him. Because the fabric on the outside is just a bit much. But I was talking on the phone when I was doing it and I really thought I liked it more than I did. So it may get something around the outside to kind of take away from the ness of that pattern. So that was number 4, FFO number 4, right there. And then, I guess I can prop this little guy back here somewhere for now. Will you sit there for now, maybe? This is my favorite. And I watched Lost and Floss a while back. I love watching. And she has a little chair that she was going to put some things on the back of. And when I saw this, I remembered this piece, Simply Autumn. And I thought it might just fit right on here. And I love it on here. And then I can put some little pillows or pin keeps or something down here. Or some tiny pumpkins. Or you could just do all kinds of things. But I think I paid $5 for this little thing. And it's like a little dolly chair or something, but I love how this one turned out. This is, I used leftover thread from the kit for my Welcome Autumn. These are the leftover threads, except for the A Wicked Stepmother floss I used for the leaves. And then I think the blue may be Brethren blue. I'm not sure. Maybe Blue Corn or Brethren, one or the other. But the rest were leftovers from that kit. And I just love how this piece turned out. I love it on this little chair. Now I've got a big pile of mess right here. What else is new? What else is new? See if I can cram everything right there and keep it from falling over. There we go. Well, you just kind of sit right there. Y'all can sit there by each other. So those were all my FFOs. So I had 5 FFOs. Simply Autumn, Pumpkin Fire, Snapper Color Orange, and who else? 2x2, Simply Autumn, Pumpkin Fire, Fall. Forgot to write them. I'm like, no, I know I had 5. Good grief. So I had 5 FFOs this week. A finish, 5 FFOs, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 whips. So not too bad a week at all. Then I've got questions and comments, and also, ooh, y'all, I like to did y'all in. Yeah, that would have been bad. I told y'all I was going to start this one, and I am this week. Since I got my 2x2 finish, I'll probably throw another arc in there, and then I want to get this guy started. I contacted Krista, and she was so sweet. She answered me back. She's Krista from Just Stitching Along. Last year, this was the, it was with Evertotes, and it came with some little, like, project bags. And it came with this floss, and I think this little thing came with it It had a ring, it had a thing with it, and I think this was it, if I'm not mistaken. And I got it last year for Christmas. It was a Christmas present. So you can see the little bunny and the alphabets, and then it has her name on there. And she is gorgeous. Now, let's see if I can open it up. And she is, and it tells on the back of her, it tells the story of her back here, where she came from. And then it also has these 2 little bonus charts in there. So you're actually getting 3 charts, and it has an additional, I don't know if I can find a way to cover this up so you can see. I can't. Nope. I thought I could find a way to cover it up, but I can't. Anyway, she's, Krista puts in there, if you don't want to put Margaret Ann Rollo on there, you can put, it says Merry Merry Christmas. And it is so cute. So if you don't want to put Margaret Ann Rollo right here, you can put Merry Merry Christmas. And it is beautiful. I'm going to be starting it, and when I contacted Krista, she checked, and it is up on her Etsy site now. Her Etsy site is Just Stitching Along, and she said Evertotes may have a couple of the hard copies if you just have to have a hard copy. They might have some left, but she wasn't sure. So I'm going to be starting that this week, and like I said, it's up on her Etsy. And I think it says... Well, down here's her blog and her email and everything at the very bottom. But that's how it's written, Just Stitching Along, like that. There you go. And so that's how you can find it on Etsy. It's Just Stitching Along, and it'll be on there. So I'm going to start that. That's on my thing to do this week. And then, oh, I nearly forgot to say, the chickens are fine. Last week, I was like, holy moly. I couldn't believe I forgot to say, when the chicken coop got picked up and carried off, it was empty. There were no chickens in there. I'm sorry, who all? Carol and Char and several of y'all sent and said, Char said, you know, hey, were the chickens okay? And I completely forgot to say the chickens were fine, which I should have said last week. It was horrifying to watch, but the chickens were fine. Oh my gosh, I forgot to grab my shears. I'll have to go off screen for a minute. Kathy sent, when we were talking about your threads fraying, and especially the metallic threads wanting to fray, and she said you just do the last inch or 2 of your thread, because that on the beeswax. When you run it across the beeswax, you just need to do the last inch or 2, because that's where all your fraying is going to be right there. It's just going to be on that last little bit. So that's good to know. Just do you don't have to do the whole thing, just that last little piece. And then Christine, I'm not sure which one, how you say yours. We're talking about James Williams leaving him a chili dog. And she said that they have National Coney Chili. And that's the name of it. National is like the brand, Coney Chili. And she said it's different than anything else you get in a can for like a chili dog. So I will have to see if maybe I can get him some off of Amazon, and I'll get him some to try that, because like I said, that's one of his favorite things. Which y'all look, I was draining noodles yesterday and talking to CJ on the phone, burned myself on the pan. I was, because I am one of those people. Instead of using a strainer like anyone in their right mind, I just tilt the lid and hold it down with my kitchen towel, you know, and hold the lid just a little bit off, and then I tilt it. And so when I tilted it and I was talking to CJ on the phone, I wasn't paying attention, and I tilted back that way too much and hit myself with the pan. That was not nice. Go me. But I'll have to see if I can find that, because he loves that. But Lynn sent it to me first, and then 104L Kelly sent it. And yes, and I am in love with this. And I think Teresa sent it 2, maybe when it first came out, that she first saw it somewhere too. Good Tidings of Joy by Needlework Press. Yes, it's on my I got to get list because it has Santa and then like the little ark animals and then the ark over here. So it has Santa and the animals in the ark in it on the same thing. So, you know, I'm all over that. That is fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, and Belle Stitch's Pirates. Barbara, Raspberry Stitcher, are you listening? She wants to know if we're going to do another Autism Sal next year, if you're going to have another one. So she wants to be sure and have room in her rotation, which I didn't think about that, but I know a lot of y'all get your rotation set out ahead of time and what you're going to stitch on and what you're going to purchase and all that. So, Barbara, any thoughts on that? If you have any, if you want to go ahead and call one or pick it or whatever, because Belle Stitch's Pirates is she wants it to work it into her rotation. It is important. It is something we need to talk about. It is something people need to be made aware of and need to learn how to, I'm not going to say deal with it because it's not really something to deal with, but just know that everybody isn't neurotypical. Everybody isn't the same. Their brain doesn't work the same. They don't think about things the same. There are so many different levels to autism. But if you don't know, you don't know. And knowledge is power. So I love that Barbara did that this year. I love that I have been able to take part in it and talk about it a little bit every week. And because it's important. It is important. And we'll all do better together when we learn to be better with each other. It's just important. So let me know about that, Barbara. Michelle Ellie said, yes, friends do help us broaden our palates, because even though I am a huge vegetable eater, I love vegetables. I was vegetarian for a lot of my young years. I did not like Brussels sprouts because I didn't like the way they look. They look weird. They look weird, and like it looks like the private parts on an alien or something to me. Brussels sprouts look odd. They're strange. I don't like it. I don't like the way they look. And so I never would eat them. But Nay made some, and she said, you're not going to eat any of that? You don't like Brussels sprouts? And because we were making our plates together. And I said, they look like alien testicles to me. I don't like that. And she said, you're so funny. She said, they really are good, and that's Becca's recipe. And so I thought, So I put some on my plate. I loved them. I love them. They're one of my favorite things to eat now. I roast them in the oven all the time. I love Brussels sprouts. And I spent my whole life not wanting to eat them because they look weird. Y'all, they do look weird. They're weird looking. And yes, it looks like a cabbage or a lettuce, but you don't eat the whole thing of that. It's all choppy uppy, so you don't have to think about what it looks like and the size it is, and no. And my friend Cash got me to try a fried jalapeno. And I love them. I had always been like, I don't know about that. And so, yes, our friends do help us broaden our palates so much. Cherie says that all men eat Spam. Yes, I do believe that's true. I honestly believe that's true. I am not a big fan. My friend, however, Susu, makes what she calls Spam biscuits. And when she makes them, she calls around and says, hey, I make Spam biscuits, because everybody want to come get one. Because she makes like a dough, and then she grates the Spam over it, and then it has, I think, some kind of mustard on it or something, or cheese. And then she rolls it up and then slices it like a pinwheels like this, and then cooks it like this. And boy, they love them. So there is a subset of folks that do adore Spam. But I'm not really one of them. I'm not really one of them. And Lois, I'm gonna have to look and see exactly where we went in Missouri, because can I think of it this morning when I was seeing your question? No, but we were in Hot Springs and we went straight up, if that helps any. We went up from Hot Springs and then we came back down 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. It was a fabulous trip, but now can I think of the towns we went through? Heck no, because my brain, I guess because I haven't finished my coffee. Maybe I better take another drink. And Tammy says that, and I'm going to message her next time, don't go on my trip till y'all say give me the go-ahead for the leaves. But she says Mountain View, Arkansas is the prettiest little town ever. So I've made a note here, and I'm going to try to remember to tell James Williams that the next time we go, let's try to hit it. And Becky says she got floss cards in. So Becky Cohn, if any of y'all, you can find her in the comments, want to trade floss cards. She's been waiting on hers and got them in now. So if any of y'all want to swap those out. Okay, Linda, your office chair story. Last week I talked about the little man in his office chair in the elevator. She said years ago she broke her ankle and she had to do Christmas shopping. And of course you can't, I mean, you can only walk on crutches or canes so long. And Christmas shopping takes longer than that. And so her and her husband devised a plan, and they took their office chair to the mall because they didn't realize they'd have wheelchairs there, which now that you say that, I never have noticed that there's wheelchairs at the mall. I guess they are somewhere. I guess you have to go to that desk and ask or something, but I've never noticed them being there. You know, like the grocery store, you go in, they sitting right there at the front, but the buggies, they're all there together. But I've never noticed them being at the mall either. So they devised a plan that he would push her around in the office chair and they could get their Christmas shopping done. I love that. That is a fabulous memory, and thank you for sharing it, because that's wonderful. Because you got it done and overcome. There you go. Okay, now, y'all, my writing is so bad. Oh my gosh. Joan said, okay, and this, I'm going to tell you about this too. Her brother, somebody in their family made a bean pie, pinto beans in a pie shell. How are you going to keep that from getting soggy? I don't even know. Joan, I'm very distressed by this. And I'm even more distressed for your poor brother who, when asked if he liked it, was being nice and said, yes, he did. And so he got a second piece. Listen, that would have had to been scraped under something, or I had to spill my tea in it. Don't y'all know you can do that? If you got something on your plate and you ain't liking it and can't get rid of it, and somebody's sitting right next to you, you just have to tip your tea, accidentally spill your tea in your plate. And then you can get shed of that. I'm just telling y'all, if y'all need a way out of something, y'all let me know, because I can help you. I ain't about to eat something I ain't liking. Nope. I will taste something I don't like to make somebody feel better. And if it's okay, I will eat it. But, like at Royce's funeral, this lady kept peddling the raspberry jello salad thing. And I'm only a huge fan of one jello thing, and that is a strawberry pretzel salad. And the jello just kind of be the binding, you know. It has cranberries in it and stuff, so good. But I ate a piece because nobody else would. She kept coming back to the table, and my kids and my husband were like, so they would not eat it. But years ago, we all worked together at the flower shop, and it was Sue's birthday. And so here's Susan's birthday, and we're all saying, I'll do this, and I'll get this, and I'll get this. And we were talking about the cake. And I said, well, Nancy, make your lemon cake. She always goes on and on about how much she loves it. Afterward, she said, and how come I got lemon cake? And I said, you love her lemon cake. And she said, no, I don't. I don't like lemon cake. I said, you always go on about that lemon cake, how much you love that lemon cake. She said, I'm just being nice. I don't like lemon cake. I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, be careful how good you sell something, because people believe it. Yeah, and Carol, yes, sauce on my salad is like dressing. Anything with any sauce on it, I don't like it. I don't like sauce on my hamburgers. like, you know, if you get the Popeyes, they'll have some kind of sauce on there. If you go Chick-fil-A, you can get sauce. No. And on my dressing, when I say sauce, I mean salad dressing. I think I hear my girls. Good morning. Do you want to come say hi real quick? Hey, can you tell them what you did for Mama this morning?
I don't know.
Did you make her some special cookies?
I made all of the special cookies.
You made them for everybody? I thought those were all for Mama. No?
No.
Oh, hang on. Just leave that there. I got to show some pictures of that in a minute. Ooh, put that over there. Are you watching Moana?
No. Cruise.
Oh, the cruise. Well, hey, well, it'll be too loud on the TV. Can you go watch it there until she's done in a minute? Or do you want to just shush it and sit here with me? You gonna go in there for a minute? I think Padme's on my bed. She made special cookies for her and her mama and everything. I thought they were all for her mama, but she made them. She decorated them with icing and sprinkles and what all was on there, Aria? Some food, chocolate chips. Oh, chocolate chips and food coloring, gel food coloring squirted on top. Yes, that was for her mama's special breakfast for she's just to have her surgery. So, and Carol says they have a twins festival in Twinsburg, Ohio, and I will have to tell. Did you see? Oh, look, here she is. There's my girl.
Hi.
I was wondering if Ari drove herself.
No, I had my laptop on things.
Well, I would, you know, I know she could drive herself.
Naturally.
But Justin has twin sisters, and so I'll have to tell him there's a twin festival in Twinsburg, Ohio, which I think that would be fun to see all the twins. Kendra said she found a shop, a new to her shop in Elkader, E-L-K-A-D-E-R, Elkader, one or the other, Ohio. It's called The Backstitch. So The Backstitch in Elkader, Ohio, and she said she found Brethren Blue there. So, I guess because they're a small shop, maybe not tons of people know, but if you are desperately seeking something that is sold out a lot of places, you might check with them because they might have it. Y'all, these smaller shops a lot of times have things because they don't sell out as fast, because they don't get as much traffic. So, if you're desperately looking for something, there you go. The Backstitch in Elkader, Ohio. Okay, now, Grandma Rose, here I am with you on this. She said when she was in New York, she had asked for a sack and nobody'd know what she was talking about. Because it's like the grocery store and stuff. They kept saying it's a bag. Listen, a bag is on a cow. A bag is a beanbag chair. A bag you milk on a cow. A bag, you get a bag of beans, okay? A bag is something sealed up. A bag is closed. A bag don't have an open on one side. That's a sack. So in case y'all don't know, a sack is open on one side. A bag is closed up all the way around, just so you know. So there's a little educational tip for the day. Christina, you are a very good guesser. I'll be 55 on my birthday. So yes, we are the same age. And thank you for coming. She and Deb are new watchers. Baby, we can still hear if you got it. If you got the sound going. No.
Padme's right there.
Oh, Padme's right there. Yes. Okay. But be careful right there, because see the cord she put up over there? I don't want you to catch it and it knock you in the noodle. Pull everything off on your noodle. But she's sitting over here in the chair.
Yeah.
She not on my bed anymore.
No.
Well, thank you for finding her for me. Deb and Christina, welcome. They said they were new. Thank you for coming. And Christina asked about charts. Yes, whenever I'm done, unless it's something that's really hard to find, then I will have a list. I have lists going for things that are like super hard to find, and then they just go down to the next person, and when they through stitching it, it comes back, and then it goes on to the next person. So that's what I do with them, because I don't keep them. It would just be like a big pile of charts that I'm not using again. And I'm not a collector of charts. So I collect enough things, people would say, without that. So I guess I do pass mine on when I'm done with them, unless they're hard to find. And then we just keep a list going of them to get on, so they can, go on. If they're not in production anymore. If they're not made anymore and I have them and I know it, that's what I do. And talking about being 55, I had the trick-or-treaters here, and I had a little tiny Spider-Man come to the door, and he was so cute. He was the tiniest little thing, and he said, trick or treat, and I gave him his little candy, and I said, oh, thank you for coming to see me, Spider-Man. And he said, I like your hair. I think he thought I had on a witch wig. He was the cutest thing, absolutely the cutest thing. Okay, let me find photos on here, and I'll show y'all. A few from the witch's tea. Google Photos, I don't know. No, let's go back to Google Photos. Nope. Yeah, there are in here. Okay, here is Bebe and Catch, and y'all, this is gonna make a terrible reflection. Let's see if I can get some of this out of the way there. Possibly. Nope. Okay, Margaret and Rolo, I gotta move you. You're making a big reflection. Let's see now if that's better. Nope, not really. Okay, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. And if it don't work, it don't work. Maybe now? Okay, there we go. There is Bebe and Cat. She has his little devil horns on. I've had them forever. And all the boys have a picture in one of those. Why isn't it giving me? Okay, y'all. Okay, here we go. And then here we are. Nope, all these are not on here. So I have to be in the Google Photos somehow. Today, yesterday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Here we go. Okay. No. Only the ones of Bebe are on here. And Mac is not in here for me to find my others. Nope, it's not working. Oh, let's see. Hold on. I can make it work. Maybe. Y'all know I get on the struggle bus with all this. Okay, if I go here and go here. Here we go. There was a lot of these in here, so let's see if I can get them just to go through. Here we all are. And we did it at Daddy and Annie's this year because Daddy had his surgery and it went well, but he can't travel around, so Annie could be there and take care of him. There, Catch and I. He's so sweet. Here are the girls in Daddy and Annie's backyard. Let me see if I can find a good one at dusk. Because I thought we got one of him with his on, maybe not. Nope. Here is our Generations photo. There's Micah and the girls. And there's more, but I can't find them on here. And here's Mama and my sister and Dusk and Catch. Dusk is really interested in baby Catch. And so it was really sweet and we had a really good time. Let me run and grab shares though, because I left them in here. You okay, Art? So please hold. I'll be right back. I left them sitting right in here. So. I set them down right there on the desk in the office and then couldn't find where to set them. Okay, to get caught up, because the last 2 weeks I was behind and didn't do shares, we have a couple of things here. So the first one is, and this is beautiful, it's by Joy of the Needle, and it's hard, it's probably not, it's gonna be hard to see on here, but it says, you know, the poem, come live with me and be my love and we will all the pleasures prove. It just says, come live with me and be my love. But it is beautiful, and it has a wreath around it. It's done there in 2 colorways, or it's done with and also the extra border to make it square. If you want to make it square, it's beautiful. If you're interested in this one, use the word live. So tell me what state you live in. So just be sure you use the word I live in. So say live. Make sure you use the word live, or however you want to use the word live. But use the word live if you want that one. And I'm going to make these notes so I don't forget what word I said use, and have to go back and look. Then this one is beautiful, and it is so perfect for this time of year when it's getting kind of time change and all. And it says it is chart only, and it is by the John Clayton Connection. It is beautiful. And it's just like an overcast, and you can see the silhouette of the house back there. It made me think of Amy, because I know she doesn't, Amy loves toads, doesn't like the bright colors, and it made me think of her. And I'm sorry the light is catching on the thing, but it's a multi-page chart, like, so I didn't want to take it out. So if you live in this one, use the word farm, because it's called Northwood Farm by John Clayton. This one, and this is for since Padme has come and made our lives happy, and it has the threads and a piece of Ada in it, and it's kitty cats. It's called Ginger and Spice, and it's so cute. Look at that kitty cat, looks kind of like Padme laying at the bottom, and there's Padme right there. Ginger and Spice, and use the word spice, just use the word cat in that one. Use the word cat if you're interested in this. And it, like I said, has thread and Ada, and then the kitty cats on there. And then the last one, this will get us caught up, because I felt bad for the last 2 weeks not having any shares on here. This is Eloquent Christmas. It is beautiful, by Bygone Stitches. I have thought about stitching this for years, and I just have not got it done. And so somebody needs to stitch this. It is beautiful. Eloquent Christmas by Bygone Stitches. And it has a website on there too, so I bet it's probably still available. Probably at your LNS or from that website right there. But it's so pretty. And so use the word Christmas if you're ready for that one. So then, you know, I'll use the random picker to see who gets them. But that'll kind of get me caught back up, because sorry, the last 2 weeks I was behind. And when I get behind on my correspondence, it freaks me out. It really does disturb me. And then I've got Happy Meal. I'm fixing to show Happy Meal, but I wanted to do those before I forget. This is so cute. But I want to be sure I don't get your address showing. I got this beautiful thank you card from Carla with a beautiful note on the inside. And look at this. It's gorgeous. So gorgeous. It's a little needle minder, and it's by Inchworm Designs. And even the back is cute. So here is the little arc. How cute is that? And I'm gonna focus on it. Inchworm Designs. It is the cutest thing. But look, she even buttoned the little magnet on the back. So it's so cute. So thank you so much, Carla. I appreciate that. And it is adorable, and I will be putting it in my Noah's Ark, needle book and thing that Patty Penn sent me, and project bag. I always do my Noah's Ark one in that one. So thank you so much. And then I have this from Deanna, and she sent me this beautiful thank you note. And then this beautiful, which I've never used, this floss. It is gorgeous. It says it's Cotton Floss by Flosstube. but it is a beautiful, like a sunny yellow. It's looking a little more blue because that plastic, but it is a gorgeous sunny yellow. So thank you so much, Deanna. I appreciate that. I'm always so excited to get mail on the girls when they get mail. And now Julie sent the girls mail too, and see if I can get all this in the right order here. Maybe. Okay, here we go. So Julie's here, and Julie, they took theirs and ran the other night. Julie sent me this adorable card. She always sends me the cutest cards and the girls' cute cards. So thank you so much, Julie, for my Happy Halloween card. And for the girls' Halloween cards and things, they took them when they were leaving the other night. And so that was their incentive to be good until dinner. And Anne sent me this. Anne makes the most beautiful cards. Anne sent me this. Look at this. It is so gorgeous. You see the little fence is raised. It's like 3D. It's actually something. The rest is painted on there. But how dang cute is that? Thank you so much, Anne. I loved it. Her cards I always put out. I put them on my little, I have them from ever since she sent them because I put them out on holidays, like on my little tiered trays and things because they're beautiful. This is from my friend Sari. She is so good about sending cards at every holiday. Sari is fabulous. And she has 2 kids and her husband travels and is pilot. So he's gone a lot and she works. And so, but Sari always still finds time to do all the things with everybody. And then I got this card from Frankie, A Wicked Stepmother. Her and Rhonda, this is from Frankie and Rhonda, A Wicked Stepmother. And then they had put this in there. This is 2 of their new flosses. And this one is Peppermint Twist. And this one is Santa Baby. How cute are those? Let me see if I can find something white to put them against somewhere. Y'all know my paranoia of showing someone's address. So I'm always trying to grab something, be sure it doesn't have an address on it. So one of y'all had asked if anybody had done anything with this yet. I have an idea of what I'm going to do with this, and I will try to get it drawn up this week. I love this, and I think I know how I want to use it. And so if my brain works, there's the big if. Well, I'll get that done, and you can see it stitched up because I love that. That's Peppermint Twist and Santa Baby from A Wicked Stepmother. And then I got this beautiful, keep it from falling out here, this beautiful card from Jane. And I don't know if you can see, it's like that. Y'all can probably hear Mike on her call in the background. This I'm going long today because I thought I was gonna be fast, but of course I'm slow. And she sent me all these fabulous things. So I'm gonna try to get this all out of here right. And I'm not gonna take this out because I did, well, I can take this out and then you can see the rest. She sent me these beautiful vintage buttons. Y'all, look at the graphics on this. Look at the graphics on that button card. How adorable is that? And then I'm gonna leave this in here because the needles do want to fall out when I took it out. It's Happy Home Rust Proof Needle Book, and it has needles in there and thread and things. And how adorable is that? So yes, these will definitely go on display. I want to put them, they deserve to have a life in a shadow box because they are so beautiful. I'm trying to keep, oh, if y'all can see the mess I'm making. And then she sent me her straw, her 28 count straw from Week Style Works from Blackbird Remains. Blackbird Designs What Remains is Love. And she didn't use that. So she sent it to me. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think. I'm going to do my Margaret Ann Rolo on there. I don't know if that's what it calls for. Stitched on. I know what it says on here, y'all. I know it says here right in front of my face. Pincushion ornament. I know it says what it's stitched on, but anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to stitch mine on this. And I think it will be gorgeous. And I think, Barbara, did you say you stitched, I think Barbara stitched the little one, this one, on straw. So I think that will be beautiful on there. So let me put this back on here before I lose my little red on there. There we go. Put that guy over here. Y'all, I got stuff everywhere. All right, Kyle and I'll spend the rest of the afternoon trying to get that situated. All this. And then my crinkly paper and she sent me this beautiful scissor fob and scissors. And these are by far the nicest scissors that I have, probably will ever have. These are beautiful. They're by Premax. And so they have this little deal on there. So I opened up this little thing and look in here. There's these beautiful scissors in this little cover. They have a little curved tip. They are gorgeous. And then she sent me this beautiful scissor fob and said, please excuse the errors in it. I see no errors in this at all. It is beautiful. How sweet is that? Y'all are so sweet, and this is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Boy, when I opened that package up, I couldn't believe it. All these beautiful things in there. Okay, let me move this over here. And then one last thing here. One last group of things, I should say. Y'all, this is so cute. This is from Michelle. I have meant to stitch this witch forever. And now Michelle stitched it on. It's by Primitive Needle, and it was it may have been a free design. I'm not sure. I want to see if it's the one I'm thinking I was going to stitch. I think it was a little free design she gave away one time. But y'all, how adorable is she? And look at that broom Michelle did on there. And she has a little key in her other hand, and she made that little broom. It is the cutest thing. And then look at this card. I'm going to put her in a little frame just like this because I think she's absolute perfection, Michelle. Thank you so much. I love her, and she is perfect in every way. And she's going in a little frame just like she is. And then she said she came across this. It is the Just Cross Stitch April 2003. It has this beautiful toile scene here on the front. So it's April 2003. But look at this. I've never seen this design. How adorable is that? So thank you so much, Michelle. She said she found this at the resale or the used bookstore like that. And so, you know, that's the thing. You just got to keep your eye open. Sometimes you find fabulous things because I don't have this one. I've never seen it, and I love it. So thank you so much, Michelle, for sending that. All those nice things to me, the book and the little witch. And y'all are so sweet. So I think that is all I have today, though. The shares are Live, Farm, Cat, and Christmas. All right, you want to come tell everybody bye? Come on.
Bye.
Are we going to have fun a little bit while Mama goes to get her COVID test?
And her blood test.
That's right, her COVID test and her blood test. I forgot she has to get 2 things, doesn't she? We're going to hang out here till she's done, aren't we?
So then we'll have extra time today.
Extra time today. So, y'all have a happy Friday and a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. You can tell them bye.